Ma'am,
Thanks for joining the call. Could you please share your screen?
I will share my screen now.
Yeah, open your PPT
Yes, ma'am.
and overview Pullarao. Walk me through.
Will present to you the Anaplan lessons 11 to 15. First is style settings. What is style settings? The style settings provides different preset options for formatting the appearances of a line item. Style is a combination of bold and italic text and line spacing and indentation to help you organizing data and draw attention to a line item. And Workspace, I will show you what where we are using style settings. I was going to show where we are using style settings. After that I will show where we are using style settings in. Anaplan access seven different style options, normal and three variations for header and three variations for summary. Style setting is only applied to a line item, not the each data set in the module. To set the style setting for a line item, we are must be the blueprint view of a module. Show it how to set a style setting workspace. Then go to blueprint view. There are different options here. Format, formula, summary, applies to time scale, time range, style. This is the style options, style setting option. We are having the module blueprint view. We are setting only line items in style setting. The module we are setting only line items to change the style settings in. We have different style settings. There are seven different style settings. This is normal. The heading there are three headings and three summary style settings we are using line items in Anaplan module. So that is called heading one. This is the style setting I am applied to the bonus line item in my module. Go to blueprint. Normal view data view. The bonus is the bold, bold applied to the bold heading to style settings. I will change where I will change different style settings we have in summary or any other style settings to a line item. Uh, we will apply to normal time settings also. This is the style setting option we are using on a plan module. Summary. It is really easy to change style setting for a line item. Use styles to make your models easy to read and draw attention to import line items. Style style does not affect data content in the line item, so you can change the style in any time before or after you populated the model with the data formulas. I will show it in workspace. Once I will open another module like space double zero time settings. In blueprint view, I am going to change metals time settings. The bonus line item of first day of the month. I was using this line item. I'm setting is heading to. This will affect. This will does not affect any data in the model grid view. This is the grid view. This is the only it will affect to the style format of the line item, not the data that is populated in various cells. We are having the style setting options. After that, I will go to my presentation. Summary, there are various summary methods we are using to change the style setting to the line items only. That does not affect any data that is populated in various cells in the module. So that's why we are changing any style settings. Uh, we are after or before or after we are manually or we are creating formulas. After populated the data, we apply style settings like summary or normal or headings 1, heading 2 in different types of style setting. But style setting is only applied the mod the must be in blueprint view. Otherwise, we will not apply grid view. It doesn't possible to apply style settings. So that's why we are using style settings. The data will not be changing in the style settings we are using in the module. So that's why the style setting is only the purpose of line items what we the visibility of the module that contains various line items what we need to apply various style settings that does not affect any data loss the module. Understanding the model size. The sparsity. Sparsity means the data does not populated cells that are not populated and not expected to be. Cells that are not populated means there are various empty cells that is not required any essential data. That is, I am showing it in Workspace. Some of the cells that not populated in the SOS 00 time settings of year FY20. The this column doesn't having any data. This will be occurred as sparsity. This will the data does not populated. Any data does not populated. This is called sparsity. The data that is populated in the essential data, this will be called as density. It will be the data, the essential data we will be populated, that is called density. The data that does not populated any data in the cells, that is called sparsity. The sparsity is occurs various cells, but the sparsity is affected on the model size or model size. Sparse refers to the cells within Anaplan that are not populated or not expected to be populated. Conversely, cells that are populated refer to be in density. The issue with sparse cell is even though we have not added the data to them, Anaplan provides for them it is in memory, so they are consuming resources. There are techniques and approaches for dealing with sparsity, but that is a different lesson. The main thing in the sparsity is the data loss. Maybe the data loss we are having any essential data. This is June 2020. This will be populated some data, but now up here FY20 that doesn't contain any data. This will be some sparse to the module or model. It will increase the model size, and this will be occurs the redundancy also. That's why we are. This is the main drawback in sparsity occurs in Anaplan model building. So we will reduce how to reduce sparsity. This will be discussed in our further lessons. The sparsity is the main main. The sparsity occurs main what data we essential data will be populated to the module. That's why the sparsity contains the model size will be increased. That decrease if the empty cells are is more consuming. Empty cells are that does not used in the demo module. That will be as the sparsity. So that's why we are using this sparsity or redundancy problems. We will using some methods to discuss it on the further lessons. to reduce the sparsity or sparse in the model builders and model building Anaplan. In model history, Workspace administrator can roll back an entire model an early time if desired. In the model history means this is done by going in model settings and selecting history. The history panel provides you the ability to see model changes based on the options, how far back you want to look and click show history. I will show it in how to work in Workspace. So in the Workspace, we are having some problems like data. In data, this is show history. Show history. Otherwise, another tab. This is history tab. Here we are provides various data from what the data we want to require. That last 7 days or last 24 hours, last 30 days are all data in the last. We are using the data. So we select data range from where what required some March 20 or March 22, some March 22 to April 16 or current date or April 15. We are selecting a show history. Here, what data we are using in the data range we selected, that will show in this model history what we are using the various user IDs and what the description, what we changed. This is the history of the modules or models. So we will select one history some ID, that particular restore ID, just restore to ID, that I will then restore it. Then it will be restore the what data we want, the previous data we will restore the data to the our model or model. So this will be shown the history in the Anaplan model. This includes change dates, the person who made change, and this in some instances additional information about the kind of change mode. We decided to return model on the previous time. It is simply process of selecting the point restore and clicking restore ID. We receive two confirmation screens and then restoration will be started. Then you return to back to the history. Then we show the what restore ID. We will select, then after that what history we will want to know the history. To select the line models. Reorder models means we are inserting or deleting various models in our model. Yes, we are creating various models like system models, data models, and the models we are creating in the workspace or model. Then we are going to, once I am showing in my model, I will models tab. There are the reorder option here. We are showing, I was using only two models. I was creating only two models. This item. If we want to change the order of the model, just we are clicking what we are putting this model, the top or bottom and down, or we are selecting some reordering options. After that, we are going to apply the model. This will be changes. Reordering this. Department model is in the top, as well as 0 time settings model is in bottom. Then we are reordering it to as well as 0 settings in top. This will be going to the top level. This will be useful for the model builder users to ordering the models in particular order. That will be more useful to the user once he organizes and he assign the functional areas that will be reordered to some space 00, 01, 02, 03 some particular order. It will be more essential, more useful to the ordering, reordering the models in model builder. Customizing and saving model views. There are three reasons you want to customize the views. The first two is when you are working in the model, you might find easier to adjust your view to make more focused on what you are working on. The second reason is to make UX displays more relevant for the end user. The thirdly, having custom view will help performance by loading data that is needed. Customizing views is done within a model using the format and drop down menus as well as drop down arrows located in the grids. So the customizing and saving view we are using the different options we are using. Thus, I will show it in the workspace. Once going to open the module, just to open it. We are having the department model here. Some line items having bonus, car cash, home cash. I will only require sales and production data. I will select the sales and production data. Then just go to the format tab. Just show selection. In this, we are selecting the sales and production and bonus, car cost, home cost, and medical cost line items. Then go to view. Just save as the model. This is the model we want to change. Rename it as some text, some name, any name we system, your system. I will give the name to your system. Right after that, save it as this. This will be showing in that this is called save view. This will be used for the end user purpose and this will be showing it in Workspace also. After department module, this is the default module we are using. This is the saved view. This is the custom view we are using in the modules. Also, we are applying some filter conditions what we need to the module. Just go to filters. Just we are applying some one departments some rules we are adding the department module. Anything what we want to change, just go to some. I will select Canada is the data will be shown. Any filter condition we will apply so that this will be changed as. I will select in Canada. It is our country. This will be the filter condition. After that, we are going to just save view and save as some. After that, we are saving. This will be also show in the. This is also it will be used for the end user purpose and what we desired columns are desired data or car cost, bonus cost, what the line items are rows or which country based on filter conditions are show selection or hide selection some. We are using save views for the end user. What we show, what we want to show in the UX space also. This will be the used for the dashboards. We will show it in dashboards and UX pages. We are using save views. Otherwise, the main custom views also customizing view also displayed the UX pages and dashboards. This is the saved view and customizing what the data we are using. We want to use the saved views that will be showed in the Workspace and dashboards. This is the difference between customizing view and model saving views. Save views enables you to see the data in the model for different perspectives. You can use pivot and other methods to create alternatives for the model which can be saved. There are various reasons you might to create saved view. Export the data. There are the large number of data files we are having. We require some of the fields. Just we want to go to we want to change the pivot also. Just I will change the pivot view also. So that this is the pivot view. After that we are going to give one just in the module live. This is the save view. This this will contains some. I will select some. This will be selected as IDs. Go to format this ID selection. So that's this will be in and go to save. This will be the shown in the data save view by using changing pivot. This is the main module. What this is the customizing view for the model builder. This is the save views, various save views. What we want to change with filter conditions are form show selections and various changing pivoting options. What we want to show in the model custom use. Select levels. Usually, select levels also easily customize data view by choosing various levels of a hierarchical list to view available in models and classic dashboards. Advantages of using select levels to a customizing a view that is automatically adds new members of the hierarchy to views with their levels to selected. No need to apply filters to change levels shown. Use with synchronized selections on classic dashboards. I will show you how to work the select levels. Just I'm going to the customizing view. Here we are using the select level option. Just I will apply this is car cost. Then go to format select levels to show. We are showing this summary methods are line items details. I will deselect this. Select okay. This will be effective and useful to the end user purpose and model builder. Just we are what we what levels we select, then that data will be only for the after that we are going to show all conditions that the data will be shown to the model builder. Select levels are used to the main the select levels are mainly used to without using any filter options. We are using the select levels and I was created only two models here. That's why I didn't show it how to use select levels and the composite lists are also used to the select levels like G1 region, G2 country and G3 location in our lists. But I didn't create any models here. That's why I didn't show how to use composite lists, composite models like how to use select levels in the models. If we select any region or location, just we select this components and right click on this and select levels items, select items to show or select levels to show. We'll just select items to show. Just select bonus and then click on it. Otherwise, just only we need just car cost we apply it with car cost and then go to apply. It will be show only car cost. So this will be the line item what we do. Then go to show all rows or show all. This will be this will be affected on how to using select levels in the model builder. It will be reduced model size and model size. What the model builder desired columns or desired rows, it will be shown in the without having any filtering conditions, and it will be the more helpful to the model builder by using select levels. Classic dashboard. Classic dashboard in the some of the models may also include classic dashboards embedded within the model itself. This type of UX is accessible to end users only from within the model, and it is not listed separately on the home screen or in the drop-down navigation or in the drop-down navigation menu. End user open classic dashboard from the contents panel of your model. A model builders can also open classic dashboard from the classic board. The old platform of Anaplan, we are using the new user experience uh, instead of dashboards. We are using UX pages. The platform, the Anaplan platform, the past years we are using dashboard for end user purpose. Just we are going to dashboards to tap them, go insert the dashboard like what we want to some name of and what we want to. So that we will create one dashboard. This is for end user purpose. Then go to opening this some dashboard. We didn't have any data here. In module we didn't publish here. That's why it is showing it shows any data here. Then I will go to dashboards in there. I was already created one dashboard here. This is also having any data here. That's why there is showing any data. This will be showed in further. I will show it in how to use the dashboards. Instead of make UX straightforward. Instead of let's talk briefly about a couple of ways to make the UX straightforward for the end users. Member pages are the primary way to the end users will interact with the Anaplan platform. This is where end user makes UX. In the new model user experience, we are using UX pages. We are using UX pages, the Anaplan platform, but in the past instance, we are using the user interface purpose. We are using model builders, dashboards. Dashboards are the user interface for the end users, but in the model they are accessing the dashboards. But in UX pages are the UX pages are the main pages. Some we are creating, we are using some UX pages. This will be the UX page what we shown in the this how to create UX pages. I will explain in later lessons. This will be the dashboard we are using. I will show it. I will add some models in the dashboard. This will be shown in this department module. I will want to show it in dashboard. This module I will be shown. I will be published in the dashboard. This is the end user purpose. How to use the dashboards. How to interact with the model builder to end users. It will be the main thing in the past. The Anaplan platform will be the past days and synchronized. We are selecting various options like synchronized selections in the line items, columns, rows. This will be the main thing we are using dashboards and publish. This will be various models also we are using to put it in the dashboards. I will show it in the dashboard. Another model we are also creating this dashboard, and we will change the format and we will display for the user purpose. After that, UX pages are coming to the model building of Anaplan platform. The dashboards are no need to maybe no need to use because of user the better user interface provided to the Anaplan platform. We are using UX pages is the better way to use the Anaplan platform model building because of the end user should not comes to the model and accessing our accessing the dashboards. This is provide some security. This will be occur some security issues. That's why they are creating new model user experience. That's why the dashboards doesn't use the present new user interface or new UI to provide the UX pages or the instead of dashboards we are using UX pages or the better UI for the end user purpose. Introduction to the UX, I will show it in the UX pages in the further introduction to the UX pages. To the end UX apps and pages. And users view Anaplan through the user experience or UX. Anaplan UX is composed of display screen Anaplan pages, which are grouped together into apps by the model builder. Each app typically has a focus such as a business function of planning of a topic. We in UX space they are having some various different options. I will show it in the further creating the UX page. What is the apps and page grids and outside model? The data displayed on a UX page comes from an Anaplan model, but it is accessed from outside the model itself. The UX page is accessed without entering into the model. Because of this is the UX page is created outside the model. Because of the end user cannot interact cannot enter into our model like dashboards are the main drawback. Later, older the past days, the end user can access the dashboards within the model, but UX page does not allows to the end user to do our model. This means the end user does not open underlying model in order to view data and planning the other activities and changing any any data what he want to change in the model. That's why this page contains some drop down lists and where the changes applies to the end user without entering model the model building. The components of the UX user experience pages. There is different components we are using UX. The one thing is pages and another thing is apps. Anaplan users is based on UX pages which are organized into the apps. The model builders, so we are using UX pages. They are creating UX pages and apps. UX pages draw data from Anaplan models but are accessed from outside of the model. End user do not need to open the underlying the model when they use UX pages to their planning activities. But the user interface UX page are we are creating UX pages are outside of the model. The UX page provides the end user does not allow to the and does not allow to within the model. UX page navigation, end user interface for planning. Page is end user interface for planning activities, access data from the models and multiple page types. We are using various page types are grid and various page types, text and chart, various page types we are using in UX. I will show it in the workspace for further lessons. And UX page navigation, app collection of related. There is a column like in the workspace. I will show it in the workspace. The workspace we are creating some space. I was creating UX pages. I will go to my pages. I will go to my pages, the apps. Here we are creating home apps, my pages, models, CloudWorks, app contains various apps. Uh, the apps we are doesn't access any access in particularly in this time. That's why we are creating only my pages. These are the US pages I want to create. I will create in further. I will create in by my for using purpose. Then the card and classic dashboard. These are the various navigation pages we are using in UX. I will show it in bigger roles. The UX includes page builders roles, which is assigned by the organization, tenant administration to grant access for access to page building activities. Only those with the page builder role will be able to do behind the scenes building for pages that will be used to all the organization. All the other accessing the UX will be considered end users in addition to using the pages created from for them by the page builders, and end users can access my page to build or modify pages for their own users. The UX, the main role of the UX page is the provide better user interface for the end user, and we are giving some accessing permissions to the model builder, giving access permissions some of the models and some of the data what he want to change change in the UX page. The main thing is he is accessing the UX page uh, using some model builders permissions. Otherwise, he cannot access any UX page. What if we are if I was an end user, the model builder cannot give any permissions to me to change the data. That in the UX page we can't change any data. That's why UX page provides more security for the model builder. For more security options also is giving for the UX experience roles. UX create a new classic dashboard. I will show already, but classic dashboard creation starts in model settings by selecting the dashboards from the click insert name the dashboard. At this point, the dashboard is created and you can assign the functional area and make it any notes about it. Normally at this point, dashboard would be blank, but we have added two elements of the chart and grid for this demonstration. Once elements are added, the dashboard adjustments can be made by opening it and clicking edit enter to dashboard designer. If the edit button is not visible, you can open the menu bar by clicking the whichever menus on the dashboard tab and to expand it. When the dashboard designer is entered to the enters the properties panel open on the left, the panel is related to whichever element is selected. Once I will show it again how to create classic new dashboards. Then the go to the dashboards. Already we are opening this dashboard and click insert some name of the dashboard, some name of the dashboard. This will be the dashboard which is empty without adding any models. That's why it is empty. We are adding some models to the dashboards. Then go to models or lists or what we want to add the dashboard. Just go to after opening the module, just go to view and publish to the dashboard or publish select line items to the dashboard or publish basic. We are also doing a particular line items to the dashboard. I will select the forecast is the only line item I will show the display icon. Various options we are using in the dashboard. This is for the end user interaction within the model. They can access the dashboards. That's why we are creating various dashboards. This is the main thing that how to create new classic dashboards. Next, we are showing the UX pages. How to create UX page. And I will show it in the workspace how to create UX page. And in the model, Anaplan model building, that is home. The home tab we are having. The home we are having models, my pages and apps. Apps cannot access because of we doesn't have any access to create apps here. But we are creating my base tab and go to my base tab, then go to create a page. We are selecting worksheet or dashboard. I was selecting this code and after that page name, we are creating the what UX page this is creating. I will name the page name and what there are different workspaces in the real time, but here only one workspace we are provided. I was having one workspace. I will select that workspace and the model here. What is the model we want to publish here? Just we are selecting the model name. I was selecting the model. What in the workspace name. Here we have different parts like text, grid, and chart, API, image, field, map. We are selecting any one of the publishing in our website. Just double click on that. Then configure grid. These are the grid configuration, card configuration items we are having. First, in the view, first we are selecting a data source. We are selecting data source and just we select customize our module views will be there are different saved views we are creating after before, but we are using custom views. I will select department module. This will be the module. We are having some pivot options and filters and so sorting options and selections. What will be the show or hide functionality and conditional formatting and sorting orders. We are the functionalities. This is various. After that, we are creating. We clicking on that update. After selecting the department model, we are having title. We want to having title name. Just we otherwise we doesn't have any title name. Just skip on that. And description we want to change. We want to write any description on this page. We will write here and the title color what we want to. The title department one here title name. Then we want to have any color like we are clicking. We are selecting some title color here. if we want to link any page in the online purpose, we will link the page here. For that, we are going to grid some. We want to change any make changes to the here. Just go allow editing option. We will be select. This will be changed into the blue color. This will be the option to change here. Then we are adjusting row and column height and row height and width. Here we are using line item. We are selecting grid. Otherwise, we are using image. It will be line item image settings will be displayed here. After that, context color. Context color. These are the context what we are using in the context selectors. Here, this is the context selector. So we synchronize with page label or selector. We are using some selecting options. This is the context selector. It will be, we are providing, this will be, we are show on card. This select, just selecting our label or selectors. This will be, this is the displayed here. This we are creating the selector. Otherwise, is off, then will be synchronized with page here. This will be the shown here. This will be shown here. After that, we are publishing it in. Then it is published on. This is the UX page. How to create a UX page. We are selecting any other country, or this will be the different changes what we made in the UX page. We are editing any options or changing different any changing different data. Then selecting on editing edit bar. After that, we adding some chart like chart option. Just to go to chart and configure chart. Data, we are selecting some data source. In module views, I will select department module one save view like web system. This will be displayed on different chart. We will select the chart type. This is the combination chart. This column chart. This will be the various charts. We are having different chart types like column, bar chart, and the area and pie chart. Various different charts here we are using chart types. Publish it into the board. This is the various context. Yeah, here also we are having some context selectors. If you want to change any context, just to select it. So that we are publishing into the. This UX page is the main thing for the provide better user interface for the end user. If we are allowing different permissions to change the UX end user for the model builder can give any accessing permissions. That will be the main thing in creating UX page. He will be accessing any line items. He will be modified any data. We are giving some permissions, some roles. What is the role we are assigning to the particular end user? He will be managed to edit or delete or inserting some data in the UX page. This is the main advantage in the UX page. Without the in classic dashboard, the end user can interact within the model, but in UX page, you cannot enter into a model. That is the main security for the model what we are creating in the model building the Anaplan platform. After that, security. Security is the main thing for the uh, Anaplan model builder. Adding users. The security adding user, you can add single user or import group of user to the model. You will also need to add a model role. The model role includes full access, no access, and any any roles that have been created for the main security purpose. The default access setting is for new user is full access. If we are creating any role, we are creating any adding any user, the default is full access is the default accessing setting, and I will show it in the workspace, but that not maybe the best settings, especially end users who will have a specific role. This is the perfect. This is not the best setting because of end users having full access for any end user. In like I was using financial planning and analysis model, some financial manager having a role, but we are having the full access for every financial manager or analysis manager. We will also accessing, but that's why we are providing the specific role to the new user. This is the basic thing. Default access setting to access will be for will be affect some data loss, and the model builder cannot be having the best practice. Best practice is to add new user under their role. If they don't have role, some access. We are creating any role for the end user. If he is having the no access to the in by UX pages, he didn't have any access, then he didn't have to enter any data. Just he is feel that how to what the UX page will be shown in the UI. That will be the main thing. You cannot change any settings under what the role we are providing to that end user. That role he will be access. Otherwise, he cannot access for any role to that. The adding a user, we add a new user in the model settings. Click users, then click add user. The add users dialog that displays enter the user's email address, first and last names, and select the model role from the role drop down list. I will show it in one workspace. Then page. I will go to the model. Just I will go to users. In users, we are having different options, but we are really just adding some user. Some we are having some first name is having. Yes, we are creating one user here. This is the what we creating. Once creating the user with email address and first name and last name, we are having two options for the model role. One is full access, the one is no access. This will be selecting as per our requirement. You can also click the Workspace Administrator checkbox if the new user should have Workspace administration rights. If I have any Workspace administration rights, give this user. I will select the Workspace Administrator checkbox. Otherwise, didn't give any Workspace administration role to this person. I didn't give any access Workspace administration as to the user. Select the single sign-on checkbox. The user will be using the single sign-on feature. Email notification sent to the user that tells that they have been added to an Anaplan workspace and includes scaling to the login Delta workspace. We are giving any email address, then one email notification sent to the mail address, and one link will be given to that users. We can click on that link and we can that workspace. You can import a group of users or a file and another model. If you are importing from a file, be sure that we have file setups. The email address, first name, last name, and model role defined. Many users that should be set up workspace administration will need to be selected after that workspace administration services. I will show it. I will show it in workspace. The permission what we are giving to the users. This is the workspace administration permissions. To add new workspace administration permission to an existing user, you look at the end users and click the workspace administration checkbox to give the user workspace administration rights to the model. This is the workspace administration. Check giving the space administration role to this mail user. We'll just click on the workspace administration. Otherwise, didn't give any workspace administration permission to the user. Adding a roles are to provide security for a model. The basic roles are the full access and no access model roles that are automatically available in the all models. In addition, you can add roles that will control group of access. The role can be based on a job position, geography, or location, or other condition. It is used in setup of a role. The first setup is to determine the purpose of the role. What are the restrictions of some model roles in the financial planning and analysis? What we are working in there, the roles are created. Various roles we are giving the model. The first one is the finance managers and stock home holders and production planners. These are the model roles we are having in financial planning and analysis model. What we are working on that, but the real time what we are working on the model and what we are working on the particular model that we are assigning some roles to the various users. But setting up their role. We are setting up their role just to go to the, I will show it in the workspace once. Go to roles tab in the just insert one role to the we are creating the admin as a one role. We are giving the different dashboards. The role we are creating the dashboards. We are already creating some passive dashboard. We are assigning the role to the dashboard. Set up different permissions like access planning dashboard. This is optional for the setting the role. Select the classic dashboard and model display the contents panel. Find the users and select the role. The contents panel, we are having some dashboards. Some dashboards we have we are creating some depth. That is the dashboard. The dashboard will be having the depth is the landing. As the landing dashboard is, we are having the admin for the this dashboard names. That is the dashboard. We are having the role is admin role. This will be the adding role. The workspace administration role also we are giving in the settings tab. I will also showing it in the settings. We are going to the models. This is the model. We will giving various workspace administration access. Access the settings tab. The workspace administration status and this is the settings tab. This is the various users and various models we are having the workspace administration goals. Workspace administration right allows a user to perform model building and maintenance tasks. So settings tab manage models. This is the models we are containing in the workspace. The manage tasks also we are having some models what we creating recently and different tasks. Provide users with the access perform tasks in the workspace. Workspace administration rights apply across all models in a workspace. Workspace administration rights part applying to all models. The all management workspace administration rights to the particular model where we want to create the selective access. Selective access is control only. Selective access is only giving to the lists only. And lists are list numbers, list from the structure of the model and are used to create models. The workspace we are having some go to users tab. We are having some options tabs like roles and modules, system model and department model, roles and versions, actual version and progress version, roles and lists, geography list and versions list and roles and sections. These are the different various roles we are having. Then go to selective access. I will show it in the go to general lists. Here we are having one options like selective access. I will check it on the selective access. This will be the main thing we will show it on the UX page. Just to refresh it. If you enable selective access, the end user cannot access the any data we are containing in the modules. Like department model, we are going to the blueprint view. Here we are using D2 country and even departments as the lists in the department model. But the department model is the parent of employees. I will give the selective access in the general list. Let's go to general list. Even departments is the parent hierarchy of select employees. Once we give selective access for the even departments, we give the selective access to the even departments. Once I will check this box, the child does not access the selective access, but we giving to the selective access to the employee list. We are giving to the selective access to the child list. Automatically the parent is also assigned as a selective levels. That's why we in the UX page, the departments model, the data is not having any access to the departments. Here the context selector we didn't even departments having no access. We are showing it. Once we are disable the selective access for even department parent, this will be shown. The data will be once refreshed in the UX page will be shown it as this. This will be the main use of selective access to give the end users configure the modules what we are using in the what the modules we are using in the lists in the department module. I was using department lists like G2 country and even departments. The line items we are having, we are also give various. The selective access only gives to them lists only, not for the modules. Modules we are using dynamic cell access that will be discussed on the further lessons. But in the modules, what are the lists we are using in the modules that will affect the what affect the end users their interface purposes. This will be the selective access for the security purpose. We will give selective access from the lists. But we want where we want to give the selective access. The selective after giving selective access the general list like given departments list total grid view. Here there are different not give selective access elements. I will give selective access. These are different properties. We are creating the different department module and having some read access drivers. This will be used in different line items we are giving some modules what we are creating for these read access drivers and write access drivers. Settings we are using in the generalization modules. This will be shown in the department list once. So I will disable the selective access. The module will be does not have anything in the building. So refresh it contains the data what we are having in the model module. Conclusion of the lesson. Thank you.